Yo, what's good everybody? It's your boy Noah back again with another video. And in today's video, I wanted to come at you guys with another banger. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about the 7 chakra system, basically. And if you don't know what that is, basically it's just like the 7 energy centers within our body that we have. And yeah, there's basically 7 energy centers all throughout our body that have plays different roles in like our lives and stuff like that. And I wanted to just go over it with you guys and what those 7 are and what they mean, and what they mean if they're not lined up and stuff. So there's 7. There's the root chakra, which is the first one that's at the base of your spine. The sacral chakra, which is like it's like your lower abdomen, and then your solar plexus, which is around the stomach area, and then your heart chakra, and then there's your throat chakra, and then there's your third eye chakra right here, and then you also have a crown chakra, which is on the top of your head. So to start off, the root chakra, it's basically it basically represents that you're grounded. You basically just have a knowing that you're just grateful for like the little things like in life, just being here, being present. It's basically just being grounded, just not really being affected by different things and stuff like that. And if this is out of sync, you may feel anxious, nervous about like certain aspects of your life, or just not knowing basically how to handle certain situations and stuff like that, and you just get anxious at different stuff. So yeah, that's the root chakra. The second chakra is the sacral chakra, and this basically controls our sexual and creative energies. This plays a huge role in having sex, and just the energy that's exchanged in having sex, and also creating different works and like ideas and stuff like that. This, if this is out of line, or if this is out of sync, it means that you might have like a sex addiction, and you think about women or men in a different way, other than spiritual beings. And this could be very very negative in terms of like manifesting what you want. That's why I preach no fap, and I preach semen retention and stuff like that. So that's your sacral chakra, which is your second one. Your third, which is going to be your solar plexus, it's in your stomach area. This is basically your self-esteem. How do you view yourself? It's basically the willpower, the discipline that you have within yourself, and you see yourself in a really high and almighty way. People respect you, and they see this side of you. They see as soon as you walk into a room, they can basically sense like your self-esteem pretty much by the first or second sentence. You know what I mean? So yeah, basically self-confidence, self-esteem. If this is out of line, you might feel not worthy or unmotivated to do different stuff, and your discipline is not really there all the time. And then so we're done with that's the third one. The fourth one is your heart chakra, which is located, pretty self-explanatory, just at the heart. The sacral chakra is like, it's gonna be like right there. But yeah, heart chakra basically represents just that unconditional love that you have for, not only your family, but friends as well, and people who like just you work with, and just people who you see on a day-to-day basis. You're just able to connect with them on an emotional level, and you're able to just have that conditional love in your heart, unconditional love in your heart. And it's one of, like, it's probably the most important chakras, because if this is out of line, then if this one's out of line, then it can pretty much get all the other chakras out of line as well. So heart chakra, very important, and probably the most important, honestly, because if the heart chakra is not in line, then you just don't, you kind of have, you don't really, yeah, it also resembles, I should say this as well, the heart chakra also is good for, like, if it's lined up, then you have self-love for yourself, and also you have that same love for other people, like I said before. But yeah, so very important, heart chakra. The fifth chakra is your throat chakra, or Vishuddha. Yeah, Vishuddha chakra. That's the Sanskrit. All 7 chakras also have like a Sanskrit. Like, Sanskrit is basically a Indian language. Excuse me. It's an Indian language that, you know, those are the Indian Sanskrit names for the chakras. They all have Sanskrit names, but I only know, like, the throat and then the third eye. But the throat, it's in Sanskrit, it's the Vishuddha chakra. And this represents self-expression. You know, it represents you basically have a voice. You know, when you speak, then your voice is, you know, heard. People don't really, like, ignore you and stuff like that. Like, when you're out in public and you're speaking, then your voice is, like, matters, you know, like, it plays a huge role. And so if it's out of line, then you might feel anxious or just nervous to, like, speak, or just be in front of, like, crowds and just, like, speak to a lot of people. But when it's lined up, then you feel inspired, and, like, just you have a voice, pretty much, you know, the way of the voice, you know, you feel you know, you feel empowered to speak on things that matter to you, and which is why people see you as very important when you speak, you know. So yeah, with that out of the way, it's on to our sixth chakra, which is the third eye chakra. It's located right here, right in between your eyebrows, right here. It's an association with your pineal gland, pretty much. Our pineal gland is like this small little seed, like, in our brains, that basically regulates the sleep and wake schedules. You know, it makes it to where you have a good sleeping schedule, pretty much. You don't really lack sleep, or you don't really have insomnia. And if this is lined up, then it basically represents clairvoyance. You know, you're able to see things before they happen. You know, during my spiritual awakening and stuff, I've been able to, there have been a lot of instances where I've thought of something in my head, and then, like, it just happens, like, in real life, like, or no, it happens, like literally right before, like, as soon as I think of it, then it just, like, happens, pretty much. There have been a few instances of that. It represents clairvoyance. It also represents, you know, your own personal vision. You know, you're able to really manifest what you want by putting, you know, your vision onto it. And yeah, and if this is out of line, then you might experience headaches and things of that nature, where you're not really able to see clearly. And yeah, so very important, Ajna chakra, or yeah, it's in Sanskrit, it's called the Ajna chakra. And yeah, so it basically represents, like, clairvoyance and just seeing through the BS, pretty much, you know what I mean? So yeah, with that out of the way, the seventh and final chakra is the crown chakra, which is located on the top of your head, like the soft part of your head, like just on the flat part, pretty much, you know, just on the top of your head. And this represents connection with source energy, you know. And what do I mean by that? It means that you are able to connect with, you know, the spirit realm. And what does that mean? You know, you're able to talk to people who have died in your life, and you know that they're still with you. You know, that's what happens when this is lined up. And you know, when it's not lined up, then you'll be really closed-minded to spiritual ideas and things of that nature, you know. So yeah, pretty important. You know, my father passed away when I was 7, and I've been able to experience slight conversations with him. I haven't really talked to him a lot, but I know he's always with me, you know, and I truly believe that now. So, which is why I'm very grateful to be in this time, you know. And yeah, so pretty much those are the 7 chakras explained, I guess, as best as I can explain them for you guys. So yeah, with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said before, I'm gonna keep posting these videos every single day. I'm doing a double upload today. I already uploaded the first one, and this one's gonna come out shortly after this. So because I missed yesterday, so I have to make up by posting to, I did record yesterday, but I didn't get the chance to upload it just because I was working on the thumbnail and I had work and things of that nature. So yeah, 2 videos coming today. Love you guys. Have a wonderful afternoon, morning, or night, wherever you're at, and peace.